everybody, I'm Patty from 4Boys and an NL Girl Designs, and I am here in part of my messy craft room looking at Gigi, my 5-year-old Havanese, who's running around, and she doesn't know who I'm talking to, so she's coming over to say hello. Hi, I'm coming to you from the province of Newfoundland and Labrador in the country of Canada, from almost the most easterly point in North America. My pronouns are she, her. This is Gigi. Gigi has been with us for a couple months, and we're still getting used to each other, but she's getting there, aren't you? We just came back from a walk, so I apologize. I am sweaty. Luckily, you're not here because I need a shower. But you know what? My husband and our boys, I have 3 boys and 1 husband. That's why I'm called 4Boys, and an NL girl for Newfoundland and Labrador girl. Anyway, they are outside putting together a new basketball net. We live right next to the ocean, and we had a hand-me-down basketball net that one day became so it got rusted over time because it was outside quite a bit, brought in the winter, but outside most of the time in the driveway. And it got so rusted that one day the pole just folded. It just completely went, folded completely over, just like it was fabric. So it was, anyway, then we've been looking, so that happened probably 6 weeks or 2 months ago. It happened earlier in the summer. And now we're looking at, we've been looking for sales because basketball nets and posts, the whole kit is quite expensive. So we found a sale, and they're out there very happily putting together the basketball net, pole, weight on the bottom, everything. And I thought it was a great time to stop in and say hi. I've got some stitching to show you. This is a Flosstube. It is, I do a bit of a vloggy Flosstube, and this is a Flosstube today. Gigi likes to dig kind of to make her little nest, so she was just doing that. Anyway, she's laid down now. So one of the things that you're going to see is, I got my hair cut. Did that today. It's a mess. This is no reflection on my stylist because my hair did look very nice, but like I said, I went for a walk with Gigi and now I'm quite sweaty. I went along the road, so I only brought 1 dog. We have 2 dogs. We have a border collie named Freya. She's 3 years old, or she will be on the 25th of October. And we decided that, okay, we would, I decided that I would walk 1 dog because I decided to go on the road instead of down the trail, which is not as pretty a walk, but it's a little bit easier when it's getting a bit darker so I'm not looking out for roots and things to fall over. So I went the road route, and I chose to take 1 dog instead of 2 because it's just so much harder with the cars and such, because part of the walk was on a busy road. Anyway, I digress. Back to cross stitching. So I'm going to show you my progress for a couple of the projects I was working, and I'm going to show you one group of haul. You'll see what I mean by that in a minute. Let's show you some cross stitch. So I am going to show you a finished object. Yes, because I have finished very little in terms of cross stitch in 2024, and I am not very good about keeping track of what I'm doing, so I cannot tell you what number finish this is. It could be number 1, it could be number 5, I'm not sure. I don't think it's number 1, but I really have not finished much in 2024. So this is what it looked like last week when you would have seen it, and here it is this week. I know the lighting, I'm getting a shadow, so let's see, how's that? Oh no, it's just shadowy. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to fix that. Okay, hopefully this is a little bit better. I changed the way that the light is. I haven't, as you can see, ironed this. Gigi decided she usually sits in this chair when we're down here, so she's wondering why I'm in her chair. So here is my finish. I know it's not ironed, but I think it is lovely. So as I told you last week, and I will put on the screen and in the description box below, this is April 2024's Cotton and Twine subscription box piece designed by Faye, I think, of Little Dove Designs. Really happy with it. Really happy. I think Gigi is settled behind me. Look at those little stitches. Even finished the back stitch that you can see. Yep, thrilled that I have that finished. I'm hoping that in the next couple of days I'll do a little video on how I finish that. I'm going to do a hoop finish, so I'm going to finish that. So that, you know, because if you have a finish, that means you can have a new start, right? At least that's my cross stitch math. So I started something new. This is a stitch along put on by Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Cheryl the Tiny Modernist. And it's a cuckoo clock, a Christmas cuckoo clock. And there's, I believe you can still join the stitch along. And there's a pattern release September, October, November, and September, October, November, I guess for the 4 months of the fall. And the first part has been released. I'll put that in here, a picture of what this is going to look like. So I started this, I didn't write it down, but I started it 2 or 3 days ago. I'm stitching this on 32 count Lugana in the colorway Mozzie Day by Brin & Needle. So this is one of my, let's fix this a little bit. This is one of my dyed pieces, one of the pieces of fabric that I dyed for Brin & Needle. And this is how far I am. Again, yeah, me, and I promise I'll get the wrinkles out when I do it fully finished, but here it is right now. I'm so happy. She, this little cuckoo middle to me is kind of freaky. I think it looks a bit like a clown at the moment. It won't, as you can see by the picture, it won't when it's finished, but yeah, kind of scary to me, so I'll be happy to get this finished. The modeling is showing up really nice there on the camera, which is good. This, I showed you the bag last week that I had my project in. Let's do them again. So the one that, the not seasonally matched vinyl front bag that I was using from Stitch Toolbox is what my Cotton and Twine Be Creative was in. And I'm not going to show you what's in here because there's actually a pattern, but that's the inside fabric, zipper, and that was sewn by Anna. Hi, Anna. Anna Caladu at Stitching Toolbox. So that's awesome. There's still 1 or 2 more projects in that bag, so I'm not finished using it. And then for this new project of Cheryl's by the Tiny Modernist, I am using this gorgeous fabric project bag. This is from Gamma's Treasures. So she is a treat. She put in Dawn put in this this little what are they called, floss beds, and it has a magnet sewn into where her label is right here, so it's very convenient. So that fits right in here, and that's the bag that I'm using for this particular, for Cheryl's project. And this is, of course, William Morris's The Strawberry Thief, one of my very favorite motifs of designs by William Morris. So I think that is gorgeous. So those are the two cross stitch, those are the two pieces I concentrate on the most, or is completely this week. I am still working on my Tiny Modernist Halloween terrarium, but I didn't get any stitches in that this week. I was working, and I can stitch in hand at work, but I was too tired when I came home to work on the Halloween terrarium. So I'll work on that. I'm now off for 3 more days, so I will work on that over the next 3 days and hopefully show you some progress next time. And I have a bit of haul. So I've kind of become very interested in finishing on spools, and it's difficult. At least I haven't found a whole lot of spools to finish cross stitch pieces on until I was on Facebook Marketplace this week and found these 5. So I'm going to show you. So these are beautiful. So these are the first 2 I show you. Look at the patina on that. Are my favorite kind of the 2. They're the more traditional looking spools that you would see a cross stitch piece finished on. So there's 1 and 2. So they're a little bit different heights, which is nice. This one has more metal around the top. Well, this one doesn't have metal around the edge. It does around the inside, but this one has metal around both top and bottom. So I think those are just gorgeous. Really happy with these. They were grouped with 3 other spools. And I am actually I know these are different parts. And I am going to try and do a finish on these as well, though I know that, what I'm seeing in the community right now are more this shape. So I got one like this, one like this. I love how the bottom of this one kind of reminds me of a beehive. So I think it would be, and this is, again, it's a nice and heavy one. It's got the metal on the bottom and the top. It's got all these little holes in it. And like I said, the bottom reminds me of a beehive. So I'm thinking maybe a beehive theme finish on this. And then the other one, the last one, again, is the same as this one, except without the holes at the top. And still has that kind of beehivey bottom, which I like. Yeah, a little bit. So they're each of them are unique, but very kind of thrilled. And I thank my husband who actually picked these up from the Facebook Marketplace person who was selling them, because I was at work or running errands. I can't remember. It's been I'll tell you about it in a second, a little bit of a life update. Anyway, so that is a very exciting haul, because I know that there's, I would like to design, do a few designs on spools, and I'd love to do some fully finishing on spools. And there's more and more tutorials popping up on Flosstube right now about how to do that. So I'm excited to try my hand at using that as a finishing option as well. So that's my exciting week of progress. Grab a drink. I'm right-handed, so you can't see this very Halloween-themed mug, Momster. And the reason I bought this is my first and maybe only redone mug. I got it at Winners. But one of my sons calls me Mumster Moo. So it's not quite Mumster, but it's really close. So kind of because it reminded me of him so much. And it's a nice size. So here's my head. Here's the mug, pretty big. It's a really nice size mug. So I wanted, so I got that, and now I'm drinking my chocolate mint tea out of it. Okay, so that is it for no, what else do I have? Do I have another update? Brennan Needle. So I am also as I mentioned a few minutes ago, I'm the fabric dyer behind the cross-stitch business, Brennan Needle, which is our shop is now open Thursdays to Sundays from 12 to 6. Our grand opening is going to be on the 21st of September. Today is the 11th, so we've got a bit of planning to do. So Brennan Needle is a going concern, which is awesome. And I'm busy dyeing up fabric and such for the grand opening and for the shop in general. So that's been nice and exciting and busy. Busy. That's going to be the theme of today's Flosstube. So that's that piece. And then a little bit of a life update. So if you're not interested in any more kind of, not so much, there'll probably be some cross-stitch related stuff thrown into this conversation, but life-wise, well, I got my hair cut. That's been months in the waiting, so that's nice. I've got the back now is, I've been wearing it up and back completely for months now, and I wanted something a little bit different. So that was very nice to get some of that weight off today. Went down to the shop. Unfortunately, Deanna, our lovely Deanna, who's part of the Brennan Needle group of owners, is Deanna's usually the one at the shop, physically at the shop, having it open. Deanna's come down with illness, so the shop is not going to be open for the next few days until she's feeling better. So Deanna, I hope you feel better soon. So I ran down to the shop this morning to put a sign up saying that we were closed due to illness. Beautiful. It was a beautiful fall day here today. I think it was around 24, 26 degrees Celsius. And the breeze has a little tiny hint of fall, which makes me very excited because it's my favorite time of the year. You'll see some video, actually. I'll put some video in of either today or the other day. I will probably put in the video that I took from the last week, or in between videos. So it was since the last video I did of Brennan Needle, or going up past the National War Memorial and up to Posey Row, where Britta Needle is housed in that building of little shops. And you'll see Deanna, and you'll kind of see the shops. So I'll show you a bit of that. What else today? Bella, our calico cat, woke up this morning. Her eyes were weeping. It looked like blood. So we were quite concerned and brought her for an emergency visit to the vet. She's fine. It's actually pink eye. So we're treating, she's going to hate us because we've got to put drops in her eyes every 12 hours. And Bella is so Iggy, we also have a 7-month-old kitten, and Iggy, he's like a cuddle bear. I mean, he does bite and scratch. Don't get me wrong. He's still a cat. But you can pick him up. You can manipulate him. It's not an issue. Bella's very much more the independent, leave me alone cat. And so we're wrapping her in a towel. I've got, I don't know if you can see. No, I can't put oh yeah. See, scratches. This is from our first time putting drops in her eyes. So it's going to be a long 2 weeks, 14 days, 14 whole days of putting drops in her eyes. But the vet was great, and I was really happy to get her in. We're also having toileting issues with her. So we've just started putting in today. She had her first anti-anxiety medication as well to see if that'll help with her toileting outside the litter box issues. And that's all I'll say about that. For anybody who doesn't have cats and is completely grossed out now. Anyway, I have a few more orders for countdown boxes, which is awesome. If you're interested in seeing the contents of the countdown box, now some people, for me, I would keep it as a surprise, but not everybody likes a surprise. If you're interested in seeing what's in the countdown box, not the actual pattern, but what the contents and such are, Megan with an H, hi Megan, over on the Long Distance Stitchers. I will put their information here and down below. Megan did a unboxing, a full complete spoilers unboxing of the 4 Boys and a Girl countdown box. So if you're interested in that, or that if you'd rather kind of see what you're getting, less the pattern before buying, then that's an option for you. That was pretty fun to watch. And yeah, so I still got a few of those left. And that's a countdown. So I designed a pattern that you stitch a little bit in every day, so that by the 25th of December, you'll have a finished piece. If you keep up, and you don't have to, I mean, you don't need to stitch it until next July or whatever. It doesn't matter. I will let you know that it's called a December countdown box. It is not, religious themed. It's not a Christmas theme. It is holiday themed, but not, it's not very, Gigi may bark because I think the boys just came in. It's not kind of, it's more of a winter holiday theme, I guess is the best way of describing it. And waiting to see if she's going to bark, but she might not because I'm patting her. So maybe she has a very loud bark when she barks. Anyway, I think I've rambled enough. That's all for me this week. Great to talk to you again. Thank you so much for all the comments I got last week welcoming me back to Flosstube. That was so sweet. A few people have received their countdown boxes, which is really exciting. I'm so glad that some of the boxes went to England and to the United States and such. So it's really nice that they're arriving, because of course that's what you want, is to get, if you want to start on December 1st with me when I start stitching, then I want everybody to have their boxes if at all possible. So I hope everybody's well. I hope you're safe. I hope you are having a fall or spring as wonderful as we are right here. And I'll catch up with you again soon. Happy stitching. Bye.